Hello guys, we're back! Now, it's the middle of the year. It's June. It's the end of June actually. Today is the 26th of June and we're doing, instead of the mid-year book freakout or whatever that tag is called that everyone is doing right now, I wanted to do something different because you guys must be tired of watching the same tag over and over again. So I decided to go over my GOODREADS reading challenge on my bullet journal and see where we're at in the middle of the year. Does that make sense? So yes, it is sort of a mid-year book video, but it's not a tag, it's not a freak out, it's not anything. We're just gonna see what I've done so far. Yeah, sorry about that. This corner here is just gonna be a bit dark. Sorry, my computer's in the way of the sun. Okay, so we're moving on. Okay, so far, according to GOODREADS, I've read 46 books this year. My target for the year is 70 books. So I'm 13 books ahead of schedule. I'm hoping to beat those 70 books and then push myself a bit until I get to 100. Fingers crossed. I don't know. I've never read more than 70 books in a year, so I don't know. We'll see. So far, I've read 46. Now, if you see here, I'm on number 49. I know it's very small. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'm on number 49. I'm reading book number 50 right now, which is The Eve Illusion by Giovanna and Tom Fletcher. It's amazing. It's the sequel to Eve of Man. If you haven't read it yet, please do. It's so good. So anyway, yes, GOODREADS says 46. My bullet journal says 49 because I haven't read a few of the books that I decided to read at the beginning of the year. Like Princess in Practice, I haven't read that yet. The Lies of Locke Lamora, I know, shameful, I haven't read it yet. And Hufflepuff, which is the third book in the Nevermore series, it's not out yet. The release date has been pushed back, so not my fault. But yeah, everything else I've read, and you see some really low scoring here, some really good scoring. So yeah, I've read a bit of everything this year. I feel like, yeah, I've read lots of different books. Now, this bookshelf here, it's color-coded. You're gonna see that on the next page. So each color represents a genre. I can never say that word properly, but each color is a genre. So as you can see, I've read quite a selection of things. Now, this purple section here, this is the Narnia Chronicles. I did a read-along of the Narnia Chronicles at the beginning of the year, so that's why I have so many purples here. Purples stand for classic, as you're going to see in 3, 2, 1, ta-da! So I have color-coded my genres. First, let me set this down. First, age group. I always thought that I read a lot of young adult. It turns out I don't. Or maybe my reading taste has changed this year. I don't know. But I am reading a lot more adult and middle grade books. But to be fair, 7 of these middle grade books were the Narnia Chronicles, which was just for the read along. I wouldn't usually read them. So, if you think about it, I've read a lot more adult books than anything else this year so far, which is good, you know, as an adult. I should be reading adult books. Not that there's anything wrong with middle grade and young adult. I love them all. But yeah, I feel like I want to get more into adult books. So yeah, we're doing well so far. Now, our genres. Anyway, our types of books. We have classics. All these classics were the Narnia Chronicles. So I haven't really read any more classics this year. Historical fiction. Guys, I haven't read any historical fiction this year. So if you have a recommendation for me, if you know any good historical fiction, please let me know. I need some historical fiction in my life. Thriller or horror. I've read quite a few. I've read 4 of them. My favorite, I think, is Turn of the Key. It's so good, by Ruth Ware. Anyway, fantasy is clearly a favorite. Oh my goodness, I've read 17 fantasy books so far this year, and oh my goodness. Romance. I'm not really big into romance in books, films, real life, or anything, you know. I just don't see the point. But I want to read at least one romance so I can fill this out, you know. I need to diversify my reading. So, if you know any good romance books with not, not a lot of romance. I know it's ridiculous, like a romance book without a lot of romance, but romance for beginners. Something that's not going to drive me crazy. So yeah, I need recommendations for historical fiction and romance. If you know any good books in those two categories, please let me know. Sci-fi and dystopian. I've read 3. 1, 2, 3. Not bad. Could be better. Not bad. Mystery. I've only read 2 mysteries. I need more mystery in my life as well. If you know any good mystery books, let me know. Graphic novels. Yes, we're doing well with graphic novels. Contemporary. I'm not a big fan of contemporary stories, so I'm quite proud of the 3 that I've read. Non-fiction. I'm not really into non-fiction as well, but I have read 4 of them this year so far. So I think we're doing quite well there. And right now I'm listening to another non-fiction. It's Becoming by Michelle Obama. And oh my goodness. I'm such a big fan of that woman. She is so amazing. So smart. So smart. So yeah, I'm listening to that audiobook right now. Coming down to format. Ebook. I haven't read a lot of ebooks this year. I know. But what I've noticed is that I read ebooks a lot faster than I do physical books. I fly through ebooks, and I don't know why I don't have any more of them. I need to get myself some more ebooks. Physical books. The majority of books I've read this year have clearly been physical books, which is what I like. I do like audiobooks as well, but I'm not a big fan of ebooks. I don't know why. I don't know. Audiobooks I've read. I've listened to quite a few audiobooks as well. We're not doing too badly. So yeah, these are my stats for 2020 so far. I really need historical fiction and romance novels. Yes. And then I'll get them in ebook format so I can fill this out. There you go, job done. So yes, as you can see, they're color-coded based on this. So most of my books, no, I wouldn't say most of my books, but quite a few of my books read this year are red because they're all fantasy. But it's what I like. So yeah. And yeah, we're doing well. I know I'm aware of the fact that I am going to run out of room here, but I can just get a page from the back of my bullet journal and maybe stick it on the side and fold it in. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. We'll see. It's gonna be a surprise for both you and me, baby. Okay, now, this is done. I think we're doing really well so far. I mean, my target was 70. I've already read 46 books this year, so I think we're doing okay. But I do need to diversify my reading a bit. What I am going to do next year, it's a bit too late to do it this year now, but I am going to do, maybe I could do it here. I'm going to keep track of the authors that are writing the books that I'm reading. Like, where they're from, their genre, their gender, or, whatever. I'm going to try and keep track. Just so I'm not, only reading books written by white middle-aged women, which seems to be a trend. So, I'm going to try and keep track. I'll see if I can do that this year, because, I've already read 46 books. But, I don't know. I'll see if I can catch up and do it with the 46 books here. I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Don't pressure me. Okay, now, that's it, guys. So this is what I've read this year so far. I hope you've enjoyed it. Have you read any of these books here? Do you have any recommendations based on what I've been reading? Or, historical fiction and romance, basically, which is what I need. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I know this video was a bit of a mess and, we're everywhere. I just wanted to share my reading goals with you and, my reading tracker. I just wanted to share them with you, and yeah, because you always give me good recommendations, so I'm thinking, why not? Recommend me some books, right? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, you know what to do. Give it a like, subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment with your recommendations or questions or whatever. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.